I'm Sven Thorgren, and this is my DIY park. Alright, so that's a bit of an overview of my backyard, and first off I just want to say you don't need a rope tow, you don't need a snow cannon to start. All you need is a PVC pipe and some snow, and get it from an ice rink or whatever, and just have a fun session with the boys. But the rope tow is definitely underrated, and I think a lot of people don't know how easy it is to build one, so it's a really cool thing if you want to have a lot of laps super quick and to have a more efficient session. Okay, so first off, I built this myself, the good old rope tow. It's a 7.5 kilowatt electric engine, so no gas needed, just plugged into the house. And it's been working great for the last 2 years, and I designed the whole thing myself. Here's some pre-sketches. I did one time, I counted 10 laps, and it took 4 minutes and 40 seconds to do 10 laps, so it's pretty fast. I think it goes 12 kilometers per hour, and it holds as many people as you need. And it's fully like wooden construction, and then there's the black part is the engine, and then the blue part is the gearbox, and then this wheel, and the top wheel is made for like industrial saws and stuff that I found on the internet. So every part took a while to figure out what I needed, but in the end it worked out super great, and yeah, it's been holding up, so I'm pretty hyped on it. Just wanted to say, you don't have to build a house over the rope tow. Most electric engine or gas engine can handle to be outside all year round. It was just, I thought it looked better, and I think it will just hold longer, I guess, hopefully. I don't know. That was just some extra caution I put in there. Okay, so down here we got the turning wheel. Pretty simple construction. Just stretch the rope like that, and yeah, pretty simple. You can use whatever car wheel or whatever.
So the question we all want to know is, how much does a bad boy like this cost?
I think I spent about 3 grand in total on everything, with the rope and the engine and everything. But one thing you have to remember, I bought everything from the factory fresh, so can definitely make it way cheaper than that. I just thought it was simple to like not have to deal with finding parts online and stuff like that. So yeah, about 3 grand, maybe 2 grand on the engine, and then 500 on the rope, plus some extra small costs. So yeah, not too crazy, but also you can make it way cheaper than that.
And how much work did you put into this, would you say? Like,
I think the work itself was super quick once I figured out what I needed, once I had the parts that I needed. But it probably took me a week to build everything, or more than that maybe. Okay, so the rope is an 18mm nylon rope. Make sure to find something that's sunproof and that holds for a while. But pretty simple. Just grab on, go up. talk about the rails, and I would say my biggest recommendation would be to have something that's safe and fun to learn tricks on. Don't go to like next level sketchy things, and I would definitely recommend a PVC pipe. This is the easiest way to have fun on rails, I would say. You can fall pretty easily on it. They come in different sizes and wideness to it. Try to get as wide as you can. It will feel more natural, and the wider you go, the more expensive. All the PVC pipe I got, we borrowed from some like industrial site where they were just laying around and kind of being trashed, so you can find these pretty much everywhere. Yeah, slides super good. I built legs on all of my PVC pipes just to get them off the ground a little bit. So here's the smallest dimension of the PVC pipe. Also super fun, and one thing to think about to spice up the session is to build skate features like as a coping, and I built 2 of those here, and they are one of the most used features in the park actually. It's super fun to it feels so skatey to have like a coping and just like do small jibs, and yeah, this thing is actually attached to the hot tub here, and yeah, the hot tub should provide me with some water for the big snow cannon. Next to it is the sauna, and we're gonna have a sauna session tonight, that's for sure. The most classic rail you could ever have, single pipe, normal down rail, the best thing ever, and yeah, you can learn anything on it. I got a friend that's a good welder to build me this rail, and important thing is to not use aluminium or galvanized metal that you can easily hook your edge on those. So it's important to get proper metal for it, and you'll enjoy it, and it will last forever. Also, I always use normal hot wax and just rub it in, just like skaters do on skate features. I do the same on a snowboard, and it works great. So that's also a thing. Like if you come up to a resort one day and you're like bummed about the rails being sticky, bring a little wax thing in your pocket, and you'll save the day sometimes. I think a lot of snowboarders don't really know that, but it's exactly the same as skaters, and everybody should do that. So yeah, a little fun fact. And one thing to talk about that I did here is to prepare everything in dirt before. This is not all snow, it's mostly dirt, and it's just like 5 centimeters of snow on top. It helps a lot when you're trying to make down rails and stuff like that. So if you're able to do that, that's a good thing to do and to start off with.
So how much time and money did you spend on diggers?
I probably spent 2 days with a big excavator, and we dug this whole thing out and put electricity for the lamps and everything. And it also probably cost me around $1,000 to do all the earthwork, but in the end it helped a lot for everything to work out as it did. Alright, let's talk a little bit about snow making. This thing is called Snow at Home. I used this the last 2 years. Works super good. You connect it to an air compressor and a pressure washer. So two machines for it, and then they will make beautiful snow. And it's soft, works great to build features with. It makes about 1 cubic meter per hour, and yeah, just make sure you got enough electricity and water at your home, and then you're good to go.
At what temperature can you make snow?
Minus 3 degrees Celsius. So put that in Fahrenheit. And yeah, it's best at minus 5 to 10, I would say. But minus 3 or minus 2 even, it makes snow.
Dope.
Little bit of an upgrade this year. I like to go a bit overkill, and I want to make big quarter pipes this year. So I got this thing for free from a ski resort that had this thing abandoned. Thing with this though, if you get a hold of something like this, you need insane amount of electricity. So this is like a 65 amp fuse box for electricity, and we're talking big things. This thing was 10 grand just a fuse box. So, and I bet this thing is expensive, but luckily I got that thing for free, so it's pretty cool. And then with this, the hot tub will be the water provider, and I have water from a river. That's also my drinking water, but the drinking water is endless, so yeah, there's no worry about water for me. I would recommend having a lake or something nearby, or a little pool or something, and it should work pretty good. But yeah, well, it works. We can try to put it on. It's just too warm now to make any snow. The starting thing. That's what creates the air. You hear the airflow, and then the fan.
So how did you choose this location?
So actually 2 years ago I found this house. I wanted something to be able to snowboard without traveling somewhere, and I decided to move to Kleppen, which is one of the best parks in Sweden, and I wanted a house with the location for the whole rope tow. So this area was kind of why I decided on buying this house, and also a barn where I could build a skate ramp inside. You need a skate ramp in the barn. Nitro boots are perfect to skate with. Best skate shoes in the history of mankind. And it was way easier to do everything than I thought it would be. I'm not a good builder or anything, so I just kind of tried out some things, and I think every pro snowboarder should have something like this in their backyard. I know some people are living in California or like wherever, but it's so nice to have your own place and your own lift, and you can just, if you want to snowboard at 12 AM in the night, you can do that. So yeah, I think that's a really cool thing. And yeah, also I got the whole thing lit up with some LED lights. They're super easy and like cheap to run but expensive to buy, but makes it 10 times better. So yeah, buy some good lights. If you live in a dark place like Sweden in the winter, you can definitely need some good lights. So, and it makes I rather snowboard at night than in the daytime, because it's more crisp and it's more it's better visibility. A little pro tips if you like to ride rails: wax your board and keep the wax on for less friction on the rails. Latest addition, my tiny little snowcat. I bought this just to be able to push more snow and build quarter pipes. Also, not necessary, but if you have the opportunity, like I do, thanks to my sponsors, be able to buy some good toys to push snow. You gotta invest in the dream. Alright, so that's a bit of an overview of my backyard, and first off I just want to say you don't need a rope tow, you don't need a snow cannon to start. All you need is a PVC pipe and some snow, and get it from an ice rink or whatever.